All right. Welcome everybody. Hot Book Alert Live. We're starting about 3 minutes early. Want to know why? Want to know why? Because I've been up since 3:30 this morning. I got to go to bed. Ben's got to go to bed.
We got to get some sleep, so let's get the show going.
I know, right? Damn everything. But how was your week?
It was good, man. It was good. I snagged this Matt Baker, which I love these teenage romance run that he did. This one in
Mm.
particular for $300, which I thought was
Oh yeah,
not a
that's.
bad deal, man. A 6.0 just went for $4,000 like last week, so
Oh
uh,
jeez.
happy with that. Happy with that.
Jeez. Yo, I actually saw a teenage romance today up on the wall for like 500.
Yeah, it was a Baker.
Yeah, it was a baker.
Yeah. Um, it's probably not a bad deal. They all sell pretty well. So
I tell you what, Heroes Were Born. Wait all week for another episode. No rushing, please. No, we get it's enough to savor. You know what I'm saying? It's all quality, but we're still sleepy. But okay, so I went to a convention this weekend. Actually today. Lord Tapman's Comics. What's up, buddy? Thank you.
what's up, brother? Thanks, man.
Oh man, it's a busy day. Busy day. So the convention that I went to was like 2 hours away. So I had to wake up at least 4:30. But the cat woke me up an hour before that. I was pissed. I'm like, I needed that hour. I was mad.
Sylvester wasn't having it.
Yeah, just stomping on. I'm just like, I needed that hour too. And so I'm just like, all right, fine, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. So I went, I tried, I got there like I got to the convention a little early because I usually help set up. And I beat everybody there, and I'm just like, let me try to sleep. Couldn't do that, and then I tried to maybe because I thought I was gonna sleep like maybe during the show or something like that, go to the car and sleep. But there was a dealer there that was just selling everything for half off, and I was just like, and Ben, you saw what I picked
Yeah,
up,
man.
dude. I was at this guy's tables for like hours. And I meant to leave a little bit early, but I got caught up. So, and I wanted to take a nap. No old man nap. Nothing. Nothing.
Yeah, that'll be a good pickup show for you showing those.
Oh yeah, for sure, for sure. But yeah, man. But it was a good day. It was a good day. So, and football is on right now. So, when we're done, I'll finish. I'll try to watch that, and then croak. All right. So, what the heck did I want to talk about before getting into the show? Oh, let's see. I'm gonna share. Let me see if I can share screen. Dude, let's see. Share screen. Felt. Yeah. Okay. I noticed that when we were doing long story short on Thursday, felt one image. I noticed like there were like quite a few sales for this book
Wow,
after we talked about it. Yeah. So
people breaking the rules, man.
I
But
know, man. It's the
you
the long
can't,
the long story short effect.
you can't save people from themselves. But all right, man.
Actually, I was gonna put it in the slides, but I'm just like, that's okay. I'll just talk about it this way. But yeah, it was good. But that's cool. And let's get into the slides if we can. Okay, so I don't know about anybody else, but I use Google Chrome when I'm doing Hot Book Alert Live, right? And for whatever reason, it freezes. It's for the past like week and a half. It's been freezing up on me like really bad. Like I'll use it and like I'll play a video uh during and because I have like Firefox and Chrome at the same time, right? I'll play the video on Firefox and have Chrome. I'll just like look stuff up, and then like the video will just like freeze up on me in
Yeah, I don't know.
Chrome.
Maybe it's the rumor is that Google's going to have to divest Chrome. They did some shit they weren't supposed to, so maybe they're just fucking with it behind the scenes before they have to get rid of it. So,
Mm.
um, but yeah, that's a pain in the ass, man.
Yeah,
I used to use Firefox a lot, but Chrome, knock on wood's been working okay for me.
yeah, Chrome has been unusable for the past week. And so right now I'm using Firefox, and I didn't get a chance to test everything out as far as just like if I wanted to look up say a if I wanted to look up a book on the web browser and share like share the screen. So we'll see how this goes. We will see how this goes. But let's start things off. Let's kick things off. Justice, the Justice Department is trying to force Google to sell Chrome. I hope they do. Honestly, I don't. The hell with Google. The hell with you. Break you up. Do like
My
didn't
bell.
yeah, Reagan broke up the bell in the 80s. Let's do that. Let's do that again. Make America the 80s again. All right, so what are we starting off with? Boy Comics number 10. So this is I guess you can call this a World War II cover, right? So this is
Yeah, yeah.
1943. Yeah, this is like I really don't check for boy comics. Do you?
No, I mean, if I'm just going through the Golden Age stuff, I'll see it come up, but I don't. I'm not actively searching for these.
Yeah. And so but this cover is striking though. Yeah,
Yeah,
you got the multi swastikas and all that kind of stuff. It's a World War II cover. And let's take a look at the census here. So we got 20 total. So that's not a lot.
no,
I for whatever reason I figured it would be more than that, but it ain't. So okay, so now the main reason why I put this up is just because I thought the sale was really strong, especially for a purple label.
yeah, man.
So
1.8 restored.
mhm. So a 1.8 sold for 18.95. So pretty
Damn.
much $1,900. All right, so let's take a look. Let's see what's doing here. All right, so restoration includes small amount of color touch on cover, pieces added to cover. So it seems like okay, so this is a classic. So this is considered a classic cover. And and it's the return, not the first appearance of Iron Jaw, but the return of Iron Jaw. And I guess we can see where Trap Jaw got his. So this is like a Trap Jaw prototype. That's what it seems like to me.
Yeah.
For,
Damn, that's a strong sale.
yeah, I mean you got tape along the spine there, along with pieces added and color touch. It's just like, damn. I mean, this presents pretty well though.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, that back cover looks almost too damn good to be true, though.
Mm-hmm. Like that thing been soaking in chemicals.
Yeah, but I mean, look at those corners, man. Something's up with that back cover.
Oh yeah, this thing is way sharp.
And look how crisp it is.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's shenanigans here. Yeah, even like along here. Charles Brio cover. But yeah, I
Yeah,
mean,
it's this is a classic. I mean,
hmm so yeah, I typically don't throw restore books up, but I thought the
it's a
sale
big
was
sale.
just
It's a
yeah,
big sale.
yeah, it was a very strong sale. All right, what are we doing next? Science Comics number 3 from 1940. So this is from Fox Feature Syndicate. This is a Lou Fine classic designated cover. Let's see. Let's take a look at the census here. So we got 24 total. So isn't that less than the boy comics?
I thought the boy was 20, so this is a
20.
couple. Yeah,
Okay. So it's right around in there. Okay, so this Science Comics number 3 sold for a CGC 1.8 sold for 1875.
so these are basically the same price. One restored, one not, both at 1.8.
Mm-hmm. Okay. I mean, so you get a blue label. I like this one a lot better just
Yeah,
because of the blue label. Let's see. If anybody wants to look up what's going on, the
and there's a big chip there.
yeah. So you got 157 206 5007, and somebody has their Reuben Blades collection. There's something about this. It feels very. I mean, so this came out in early 1940, so it was probably like produced in the late 30s, right? And this has like that kind of late 30s feel to it.
Big time. Yeah,
That's what I can appreciate that even more so. It has like a almost like a platinum age
yeah.
feel to it.
It's got a great vibe to it.
Mm-hmm. The uh the imaginativeness when it comes to creating these aliens or whatever the hell they are. I really dig that. Love this. Take a look at the back cover here. Hmm. Oh, I went to a show in Columbus, so it was pretty far. It's far anymore now. I used to drive I used to drive like 4 hours standing on my head, but now I'm just like I'm not doing it. I don't want to do that anymore. So 2 hours is still kind of is a little much.
Ruben Blades, it's a musician, isn't that? Or is it somebody else?
Reuben Blades. Let's see.
He's like a,
RUBENBLADES. Oh, he's the actor.
yeah.
Oh yeah. Okay. You know what? Yeah, because I heard about him. He's a comic book collector. I just kind of found that out like within the month. So okay. All right. But you like this book better than the boy comics for the price?
I think so, right? I mean, they're both 1/8. One's restored, one isn't. I mean, that boy comics, it's got. I mean, that's a great cover, but I think pound for pound, I got to go with this one
Okay.
for the price. If I had buying one or the other one, probably grab this one.
For sure.
But the better the covers is awesome.
I dig the earliness of the science comics though.
Yeah,
Like it just feels like from It feels if like I said, it just has that kind of platinum age feel to it.
Yeah, I mean, it's very much of the time, man. This is a
Hmm.
great vibe to this thing.
A little inside baseball, IEPs, ISPs, science over boys any day. Yeah. All day, every day. All right, what's next? Marvel Mystery Comics number 41 from 1943. So this is a Alex Schomburg. I don't think we can have a hot book alert live without talking about Alex Schomburg.
Man,
Can we?
he was the king of the golden age.
Hmm. I think so. Who's more of the king, like Jim Lee, modern age, or Alex Schomburg, golden age?
I mean, Jim Lee. God, I mean, Jim Lee. For a moment there, he couldn't do anything wrong. Um, I don't know, I mean, some of my very favorite comic book covers from the golden age are Schomburg. So
Hmm.
I'm gonna say Schomburg. Um, but Jim Lee was certainly he had a huge impression on me in the '90s with all of his X-Men stuff.
Yeah, for sure. uh, okay. So the census 44. Some pretty low census books.
Yeah, big time.
Damn. So 44 total, but there is a 9.4, there is a 9.2. So there are some high grades here. I like the I do like the World War II. So they're taking on the Japanese there.
Yeah, I mean,
And
this is just a great. I mean, yeah, quintessential, vibe for this era of comics. I
mhm.
mean, it's just kind of
Okay, so we had a raw copy that sold for $2,203. Okay, so let's take a look. Damn, there's a lot going on with this cover.
yeah. Heroes, man. I've been collecting a long time, but these books don't go for cheap, man.
Jim Lee pre DC. Yeah. All these you've been collecting, no Captain America. Yeah, you know what? It just felt like it's like when I was collecting like back in the early 90s and even the early 2000s, this stuff seemed out of reach.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Even though it was probably cheap, like comparatively now, but it's felt out of reach. And then, like, as time goes by, it gets more and
further.
more and more out of reach. You know
Yeah,
what I mean? It's just like, maybe I should have started, at that time when I thought it was kind of out of reach. Now it's really out of reach.
I'll get a few. I'll get a few eventually, but if I'm gonna drop the money, it's got to be for the right ones. I'm not just gonna grab.
Hmm. Yeah, you just can't get it to get it. But let's see. I mean, it's solid.
It's a
Let's see.
great book. It's a great book.
Japanese High Command. Like it's gonna be in English. And like that map is gonna be in English too.
The invasion map of Australia.
Man. Oh wow, we actually get to read the book now in this instance. Okay, so the staple single staple book and it's detached. Does that bother you?
I mean, not for this one. I mean, not ideal, but if I was in the market for this book, I could live with it.
Okay. So Submariners taking on Nazi underwater robots. Who the hell is Jimmy Jupiter?
I don't hear much about Jimmy.
Yeah. And we have our own Tin Man, Marvel's version of Tin Man. The Patriot. Okay. At least the crossword isn't written in. Take a look at the back cover here. Nice looking back cover too.
Yeah, it's nice.
So this is I mean,
It's a solid book.
yeah, a cover detachment, but overall, for what, $2,200, solid. I'm not mad at it. All right, what's next? Oh, okay. I guess I got it. Because here's the thing. Can hardly hear you when you talk. Uh, I'm talking directly in the microphone, but it feels like I'm like being way too loud. So I want to talk like this. Can you hear me when I talk like this?
I mean, it sounds good to me, but
Because when I talk into the microphone, it feels like I'm blowing out the speakers on
it's no
on my
when we talk
headphones.
directly in there. It doesn't sound any louder.
Okay. All right. Cool. All right. So I'll just keep it like this. All right. What's next? So we're doing Wonder Woman #7 from 1943. I know I typically don't do Wonder Woman's when it comes to Hot Book Alert Live, but I think there was a reason why. I think it was might have been for the sale. So Harry G. Peter cover, Wonder
Harry
Woman for
Peter.
President. Harry Peter, yeah. Uh, this is a good. I mean, there's a lot going on with this cover. I dig this.
Yeah, man, this is good.
So Wonder Woman, 1,000 years in the future. That's what it's gonna take for there to be a female president. It's gonna have to take 1,000 years. All right. So 95 total on the census. There are some 9.4s. There are some high grades here. Let me. I'm stalling for time before so I can pull this listing up. Okay, here it is. All right. So we had a raw copy. Okay, yeah. A raw copy sold for $2,661 after 39 bids. That's
Wow.
to me that's impressive. So
Yeah, man.
yeah, that was worth definitely. And this is a cover I've never seen before. I never even noticed it. You know what I mean? So this is impressive. Oh, look at all this smut in my recommendations. Look at all this. You see all this? All that smut.
Is that like that House of M or whoever's pumping those things out left and right?
I don't know, man. It's just like it's just too much. I see this like it's in my feed all the time.
Well, you click on one and then they just keep them coming. So
Yeah.
you're never getting rid of it now. So
All right, so let's see. Yeah, I like this.
I mean, it looks pretty clean, man.
Mm-hmm. Looks like the staples are attached.
It looks pretty good.
Mm-hmm. It's very clean. Okay, so you got a little bit of staining right there. Not a big deal.
No,
Doesn't
not at all. This book's pretty nice.
it doesn't scare me away. Centerfold is attached. Okay, we're working with something. Yeah, this is a really solid book.
Is that water damage in the bottom right hand corner
Yeah.
there? Yeah.
Okay, so I was talking to my presser was at the show today, and he had told me a story about how like he had done my uh Fantastic Four #5, right?
Hmm.
And he had sent it, so he sent it into CGC, and he got it, and he was supposed to get it back in the mail, right? And so he had left, and um and like, it's like no sooner as he left, the mail guy came and to drop off the Fantastic Four #5, and so they just kind of left him the slip. And so he went to the post office, and the lady at the counter tried to tell him that the book was lost. And I think it seemed like they were going to run some sort of a scam, and that the driver, he was a fill-in driver, and he might have like lost the package or something like that. And so he said that he had everything on the Ring camera. And as soon as he said that, the lady at the counter hopped to it, had my book in hand, and gave it to
Wow.
him.
Wow.
But that's not the story I wanted to tell. But that was like, that was just something I wasn't planning on telling. Uh, but I saw his work when it came to staining, and I think he could do something with this.
I mean, you can soak these things without any chemicals and take some of that stuff out. But
Hmm.
it's a big job, man.
Yeah,
Taking the
it
cover.
is. Yeah. But for what, 2600, a little over that, that's a strong price. And I thought that was worth putting on. And on top of that, it's kind of like, you know, I don't know, it feels like a special cover. It's not like a run of the mill type of thing.
Yeah, man, it's cool.
Yeah. All right, what's next? Okay. City of the Living Dead. So this is the only issue. So this is from Avon Publications. This is an AC Hollingsworth cover.
Yeah,
I, I
this is.
did we ever talk about this?
I don't think so, but I've seen this book, and just I love the trade dress on this thing. I don't know. I think this thing's badass.
Okay. So 53 total on the census. Um, with some 9.4s, some 8.5, 9.4, 8.5, 8.07. So there are some high grades kicking around here. Uh, what year did I say? 1952. I'm stalling for time again. All right. Okay, so we had a CGC 7.0 White Mountain pedigree that sold for 26.50.
Wow.
All right, let's see what's going on here. Let's see what's going on. Okay. Hmm. I mean, overall, great colors on this thing.
It's just a great cover all around, man.
Yep, great composition. So, is this the zombie Joker or something like that? What's going on here?
Yep. The dead Joker.
Right? I'm not mad at this. We got this guy's hand in the way.
Would you pay a premium if you wanted a book for it being a pedigree?
Man, I'm thinking it would have to have like a really, really good story behind it
Yeah.
for me to want to pay up. Like, pay up more than what I should be. You know what I'm saying?
It's funny. Like they're like separate decisions to me. Like I don't have a pedigree book. I love the story of the Promise Collection. Like if I could
Hmm.
find one of those books for a reasonable price, doesn't matter what it was, as long as I liked it,
Yeah.
I might. But I wouldn't necessarily if there's a book I wanted pay up for it because it was a pedigree. I know it's I don't know. I wouldn't mind having one, but I don't think I would stretch for it.
Right.
Pay a huge markup.
Years ago, one of my stores that I go to, they had gotten in a collection. It was from a guy who collected in like I think from like the early 50s to like the mid 50s, right? And then he
Mm.
died. I think like probably in the I'm thinking in the late 50s, and you can see where he cut. I'm sorry. I think the 60s because he had some amazing Spider-Mans and stuff like that. I think yeah, my buddy Mike, he bought an Amazing Spider-Man 14 out of that collection. Now, it wasn't like verified by CGC or anything like that, but the store they had like a special like release of those books, and like people came from all over, um just to see the collection, and like people were waiting for hours, and like they had like a little card in the back, just to tell the story of the guy.
Hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, listen, it's definitely cool. The history of other collectors, but yeah, I don't know. I think if I was making the decision to buy a pedigree book, it would just be to find one versus chasing one in a book that I wanted. I just think it would probably put the price point um higher than I'd be willing to pay. Although I'm curious, I'd like to see like how these books stack up, like an equivalent 7.0 of this book versus a pedigree. You know, what kind of a bump does it get?
Yeah, exactly. uh Joey Stuntmaster said it looked like Metamorpho. Exact. That's what I was thinking. Like I just couldn't put my finger on it as to what this looked like. It looks exactly like Metamorpho. So it's a mashup of the Joker and Metamorpho. All right, what are we doing next? Actually, let me see. City of the Living Dead. Let's see if we can find any sales for this. CITY of THELIVING CGC. All right, let's see what's going on here. Okay. Okay, so the only sale we can really find is this one here. That's it. And you have and someone's trying to sell a 4.0,
For 1900.
but no buyers, no takers.
Well, I mean, a 4.0 and a 7.0 pedigree just sold for what, 700 more?
It's a wide chasm there.
Yeah,
Good luck. It's gonna be up
great
there for
book.
a while. Yeah, freaking great ass cover. All right, what's next? Okay, so Mysterious Adventures number 13. This is a Dick Beck skull cover. So there are no artists named Harry Dick. Okay, so all grades, so 70 total on the census, with the 8.0 being the highest. So that's kind of surprising. And let's see. Okay. Oh wow. Yeah, there were multiple sales. So this week we had a copy sell for 550 raw copy, and previous week We had one sell for 285, and in last week in October, you had one sell for a 1.5 sell for $800. So
Yeah.
so okay, so you had the one that sold for 285 raw, and then you had a 1.5 so for basically $800. So that's kind of interesting. But I wanted to take a look at this $550 copy here. So this sold for $550. I mean, it looks better. I mean, what grade would you give this?
I don't think you're sharing what you're looking at.
Oh shit! Sorry. Okay, here we go. What grade would you give this?
Oh, I mean that's spine there on the lower third. Anything anything on the back?
It's a little chopped up.
Yeah. 3.5 on a good day,
Okay. Yeah, it sounds
maybe. In the front, just zoom in on the yeah, right there.
right there.
Yeah. Maybe it gets a 4. I don't know how.
I like the lady trying to help.
Yeah, man.
And she's down. She didn't just run.
No,
If
I
he's
think
if
he's dead. I think he's dead, but
well, if he survives this, he's got to keep her.
yeah, he can't.
Damn, this is a great skull cover though.
Yeah,
I
I
wish we could
love it.
see. I wish we could see more of it, but
This is all you get, man. 2 pictures, take it or leave it.
yeah.
What did you say this one went for? 500?
Let's see, 550. Yep.
550. All right.
And there were other sales for this. Let me see what's going on. Mysterious Adventures 13. So there are copies available for this book. Let me see if okay. So here's the 1.5 that sold for 800. I don't know if this thing was an impulse buy or not, but oh no, it doesn't want to show up.
Nah.
And then you have this $300 copy. So let's see what's going on. Oh wow, woo! This thing is awful looking.
Yeah, holy shit.
And it's still sold for like around 300.
Wow. I mean, you got a hole in the front, the spine's all destroyed.
She's only pretending to help. She's actually shoving him in. You know what?
Now it all makes sense.
Women. Yeah, this thing is not good. And it's still sold for like 300. Damn, look at that. Look at that.
Wow.
This thing is in awful shape. This thing is worse than. This is definitely worse than the 1.5. This is like a 1. What is this? Like a 1?
You get a 1, yeah.
Jeez.
Oof. Maybe.
Wow.
Yeah, that thing is beat to shit. Wow. $300.
Okay. All right.
Somebody wanted it.
It should just held out and got this $550 copy. It would have been better off just spending just a little bit more for a little bit more quality. All right, what's next? All Winners number 5 from 1942. This is the Al Avison cover. All right, so 77 total on the census. with the highest being the 9.4. And let's see. Okay, so this one just sold today. And so we had a CGC 3.5 that sold for 1967. So I thought that was a pretty strong price.
Yeah,
So
I really like how the trade dress on this one looks with the white letters with the green, uh, the green highlights, whatever you want to call it. Again, it's the black.
mhm,
There's just something that feels different about this one.
absolutely. What 2 Chainz tell him? I'm different. Okay, so this is a 3.5.
I was just thinking that too. It's like this is the back all banged up or something?
Look at the back.
Damn.
I mean, the only thing I can think that would make it a 3.5 is like a cover detachment, but I'm not.
It's so hard to tell here.
Okay, so you can see right there. There's the staple right there,
Hmm.
and then you have and then you got the top staple. I mean, you can see like the little tear right there, but I mean, still, it looks like
It's a really presentable book, man.
yeah.
That's
This thing. I think it might have gotten screwed. I don't know. I don't know. Okay. Oh, do you see this? This little tear right there.
yeah,
Little
yeah,
little chunk missing.
yeah.
Not a big deal, but still, I guess I can see. But yeah, this thing is really nice. Damn. Yeah, this is a cover I've never seen before, or at least I don't think.
Yeah, something about this one I like.
Mm-hmm. Look at this.
The Human Torch is melting right through the submarine there or whatever, or a plane. What is that? A plane or a submarine?
It looks like it's a submarine drill.
Uh,
That's what that is. Oh, wild. 1940s imagination is just wild. All right, what are we doing next? Okay, so Criminals on the Run, number 4. This is a LB Cole cover. So the pics are in the slides. All right, cool. All right, so this is from 1948. Beautiful shark cover. This is a cover I don't think I've ever
I
noticed.
don't I don't know this book. No.
Okay, all right. All right, so wow, only 12 on the census. Only 12, but there is a 9.6 and the 9.0. So there are like some really high grades here, even though there are only 12 on the census. Okay. So we had a promise collection. A promise collection copy 9.6 sold for $8,000.
Wow.
I'm wondering what this thing sold for. Ah, damn. See, they're gonna make me want to look this thing up on Heritage because you know it's
I
sold on
no,
Heritage.
I can find it on Go Collect. It's probably quicker.
Okay.
What is it? Criminals.
Criminals on the Run, number 4. Yeah, man, that shark is seeing red.
All right, I found it here.
You
And
got
this
it.
is a 9.6 for 8 grand promise collection. LB Cole cover. That seems
Yeah.
cheap as hell. All right, it looks like, if I'm not mistaken, it originally sold. This thing sold a few times.
Oh wow.
It's 9 grand.
Hmm.
Nine, not yet, and then the most recent one. So September 2021 for 9 grand.
So it kind of went down.
Yeah, by about $1,000.
Hmm. Okay. All right. Okay. But
That's actually
still,
pretty good. Some of those Promise Collection books took some big hits. People were way overpaying for them.
hmm
That's not terrible.
yeah, man. That Promise collection, like it hit like literally at the perfect time.
Yeah, peak comic book boom, man.
It was like the head of a needle landing on another head of a needle.
Yeah.
You know, it was amazing. 8K seems like a steal. Yeah, yeah, for sure. Especially just give it a little bit more time, and I'm pretty sure this thing will appreciate even more.
Yeah.
Seven 724 for shipping is funny for some reason. Yeah, it is. All right, so let's take a look. I think that's is that all the slides? Yeah, that's all we get. But I
Yeah.
mean, yeah, it's a 9.6. So,
Crazy.
jeez, man, love that shark though. All right, what's next? The Human Torch, number 8 from 1942. Another Alex Schomburg cover. Okay, so taking a look at the census. So this is the Human Torch versus the Submariner. So this is like one of like the most classic rivalries in comics, it seems. All right. I got the listing. And oh crap.
Man.
Oh crap. Damn. I forgot this thing went for so much. Okay, so a raw copy sold for 8,000 a raw copy sold for $8,979.
Nine
Wow.
grand, man. All right.
Wow. Yeah, just cuz sometimes like I'll look up a price and then I'll just automatically forget it, right? And then like sometimes I'll wonder, why did I put this up? And then like I'll see the price and I'm like, "Oh yeah, that's right."
I mean, this book is sharp, man.
Yeah. So 89.79 after 3 bids. So it was like a 3-person bidding war, it seems like. Yeah, this thing is really nice. Colors are pretty deep. Man, God, it leads you to wonder. Okay, so let me see. Let me check the bidding history on this. So it started off at 8. So it started off at that price. I don't know. This seems like Does it seem like shenanigans? Because it seems like the same bidder. Does that look like shenanigans?
Uh, so I don't know. I can't say. Was the final bid a different bidder?
It doesn't look like it. Because
Mm.
okay, so it started off with yeah, because it looks like all the same bidder.
Hmm. I mean, that shouldn't have moved the price up, right? You can continue to bid up your bid, but it shouldn't change the price without somebody else coming in,
Mm-hmm.
right? You can't bid up a book on your own.
Exactly. Exactly. That's interesting. What's the earliest superhero race you are aware of? The only one I could think of is like Flash Superman.
Yeah, I mean, those are the ones that come to mind, but they've raced more than once. Yeah, I don't know what was going on there, but you shouldn't be able to bid up a book against yourself, right? That's just not.
Okay, okay. So it seems that so it just means that the first bidder put up a high enough bid that the person bidding against them gave up after 3. Okay, all right, that makes sense. All right. So let's take a dive into this in the condition.
I mean, it's pretty damn amazing.
I'm a sucker for superhero versus superhero. I think that's why Civil War is my favorite movie favorite of
Yeah.
the Marvel movies. Yeah, this is very on point.
Yeah, this is cool.
Okay, so you slithering water lizard, I ought to push your face in for saying that. Cut it out, you mugs. Step aside, kid. Looks like the torch wants a sock in the jaw. Okay. So it started off with a little bit of jaw jacking. It would have been nice if he didn't go for like the artistic route to like close crop the pages there. It would have been better to show the pages as opposed to crop them. But
He really wants you to focus on certain panels.
yeah, we don't need all that. We need an overview.
It's a good looking book, man.
Yeah. Oh wow, look, the centerfold is attached, fully attached. So do you remember back in the days, the early eBay days, where like after 5 pictures they would charge you?
Yeah. Yes. Dude, I remember the eBay days where before pictures, you were buying stuff on just on descriptions.
Oh man. It was just like a classified listing.
Yeah, it's all it was. I mean, it's really all it was.
That's a cool. I dig this panel. Okay. 8, almost 9 grand. Damn, that's a really outrageous sale. So it makes me wonder, like, if they got this graded, what it would go for. You know?
Yeah. I mean, that's gonna fetch a high grade.
Hmm. I know, right? I want to read the story now. All right, what's next? Ghost Comics number 6. So from Fiction House. This is a Maurice Whitman cover and interior art. So this is from 1953. Okay, so 81 total on the census, with the highest being 3 9.0s. And
I'm always amazed, like, about this book. First of all, it's one of my favorites. I love this. But over 80 just feels like a lot for this title. I guess we're getting into the 50s here, so they're not quite as rare, but even so.
Yeah. I like it. Just anything pre-code is just like, even if it is the 50s, still pre-code.
Yeah.
I think I can savor, y'all.
What's your plan?
Just aim. Okay, aim for the lantern, and I think if you get the lantern, then you get the head. You get the guy's head.
If you hit the lantern, you might light her on fire, man. You're gonna have to hurry up.
Oh, that's damn. You know what? Never mind. Scrap that. I'm gonna have to shoot around. I'm gonna have to do like they do in Wanted and just go curve the bullet. Heroes Were Born. What's up, buddy? Thank you. Send a pic of a book I own, relevant to discussion. Okay. I'm gonna try to look that up, but it's like I'm teetering on the brink. Like if I do something different, I might destroy. I might destroy the stream. I wonder if that first pic I sent, the hero versus. Okay, all right. So we've got a CGC 2.0, that sold for $600. But this was a buy it now. So, and okay, let's take a look. Let's see what's doing here. Man. And you can see like the spine split.
I think I would have bought this.
Okay. Okay.
I don't give. I know some people would, they've got a big problem with CBCS. I really
Mm-hmm.
don't. It really doesn't bother me even a little bit.
Sorry about that. I meant to say CBCS, not CGC. Sorry. Sorry. You CBCS enthusiasts out there. Sorry. Oh yeah, I mean when it comes to modern age stuff, I can see going with CGC. But when it comes to stuff like this, I'm like, who cares?
That's what I'm saying, man. They're honest graders. Like the grade is going to be accurate.
Mm-hmm.
And if somebody wants to sell their shit at a discount because of that, then whatever, I'll take the deal. But
Right. I don't know why, man. I don't know why I dig like that, like the barefoot barefoot area. It makes her look even more vulnerable.
yeah,
Oh
this
yeah.
is a great book, man.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody got a pretty good score here, I think.
Okay, let's take a look at the back. You see the
Some tape, huh?
yeah.
I don't know. Tape doesn't. If it's if it's old, they're preserving the book. I don't know why it doesn't bother me maybe as much as it should.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna check. I'm gonna check Instagram and see what Heroes Reborn sent me. Okay. Open image in new tab. Yes. Okay. All right. So he sent me this. So wow. Okay. Marvel Mystery Comics number 77 from 1946.
Hmm.
Wow.
Look at Submariner.
Yeah. That is like he's looking like he's looking like a proto-human there. Okay, so okay, here we go. This might be the earliest. Nice.
All right, good call. Good call, man.
Mm-hmm. All right. What's next? Authentic Police Cases number 14 from 1951. This is a Matt Baker cover.
Is it ever?
Yeah, boy. Woo. I am not mad at this. Okay, so let me try to find the listing. Oh shoot. Let me see if I hope I can look up the pictures. Okay, so 20 total on the census, with the highest being a 7.5. First superhero race cover? I think so. Yeah, man. I would get a hold of I'd get a hold of CGC and like make them put that distinction on the label, right? For that superhero.
They'd have to do some work, but
Mm-hmm.
at this rate, you might never get your book back. But
I heard CGC is backed up again.
they're not backed up because of a lot of submissions. They're backed up because they laid off a shit ton of people.
Mm-hmm.
So they're not in a good position right now.
Uh-oh. Yeah. All right. Okay, so we had a CGC 6.5 that sold for $2,500 after 48 bids. And I think, damn it, I don't think. Let's see. Let me see if I can look this listing up so we can see pictures. POLICECAS. Authentic police cases. I don't think we can. And I meant to put those pictures in the slides. Let's see. Fingers crossed. Damn it. Nope, we can't. We can't look at pictures. But it's still a 6.5 Matt Baker cover. Sold for $2,500. After 48 bids. That's impressive.
Yeah.
That's a damn fine cover. That's a book this is another book I've never seen before.
Oh, I've seen it. Searching for Bakers, but yeah. Blonde in the Red Dress, man. That is a golden age staple.
Love it. Okay. I think we're getting into the modern age here. So this is I, Lucifer #1 from 1991. So this is the first appearance of Poison Elves. And this is a book that I'd been after for a long time, and I didn't realize this was like a magazine size. So this is a Drew Hayes cover and art. I know we talked about a Poison Elves book on Long Story Short.
Yeah. Last week.
Yeah. And I noticed like they don't like the Poison Elves outside of the I, Lucifer, they don't go for that much. I know, but the earlier issues, but the later issues kind of do. Like if you go into like the 80s and stuff like that, number 80s and stuff like that, they goes for a little something. All right, so take a look at the census. 81 total, 12 9/8, 9/6, 15 of them. So some high grade. So I mean, it came out in the 90s. So what do you expect?
This strikes me as a book that would pick up damage pretty easily, though. Just the edges and the black, just picking up fingerprints and oils and stuff. This looks like one of those books.
Okay, so we had a CGC 9.8 that sold for $2,000.
All right, respectable for sure.
Before, had you been familiar with Poison Elves?
I mean, I hadn't read the title, but I knew it was out there. I've seen the books before.
Only because, let's see, let me look up Poison Elves. POISONELVES. I think 75 goes for something. I think. Oh, that's the one we talked about. Let's just look up Poison Elves and see what these things sell for. I mean, some good covers. Highest first, let's see. So the trade paperback goes for a little something. I'm putting that on Long Story Short. We won't dwell on that one right now. Good covers.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is a book that I had been after for a long time, but could never find.
Well, so. hope you get one in a 9/8 for $2,000, man. Be a good flip.
All right, what's next? Okay, so this is Justice League of America number 50, the 1 in 75 Jim Lee variant. I had this book back in the day. I had this. But I love this cover. So this is a nice callback to what is this? Brave and the Bold 28.
Yeah, Starro.
Yeah. Okay.
Um, I mean, think about that. A DC 1 in 75 back in 2010 doesn't even feel like it should exist.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And like, and it's easy for books like this to fall through the cracks just because it doesn't say variant on it. You know.
Yeah, totally.
All right. So 40 total on the census. 16 9/8, 3 signature series 9/8. Okay, so we had a raw copy that sold for $225.
Oh,
I don't think I sold mine for that. I think I might have sold mine for like kind of close to that. I don't know. I don't know. But man, still impressive, even for now. All right.
yeah, it's a great book.
Sonic the Hedgehog number 11. So this is a 1 in 10. Natalie, oh God. 4 drain. No, geez. Nathaniel, I think I spelled that wrong. Nathaniel 4 drain variant. Couldn't find any CGC data on it. Okay, so we had a raw copy sell for, so this is from IDW. So this 2 raw copies. One sold for 250 and another one sold for 325.
And these Sonic books, man, jeez.
It's like IDW or Archie. Like, it doesn't even matter the
Yeah,
publisher. These
because they
things go
weren't
for
they
money.
just weren't highly printed, but there's a rabid enough fan base for this stuff that the shit just goes.
Mm-hmm. Man, you know what? I came across like a bunch of My Little Pony IDWs, and they were like variants. And I'm thinking, like, okay, so based on the success of Sonic, I'm like, oh, I'm thinking these would be worth something. Nope.
Yeah, I don't know if the bronies have the same bank accounts as the Sonic
That's
fans.
that's what I'm saying. They all dirty and broke and shit. No nasty bastards. All right, what's next? We got the Mighty Thor number 10. So this is from that legendary Venom variant run. So this is the 1 in 10 Gerald Parrell variant. Oh man. This is a book I never, but I don't think I've ever been able to sniff this.
Yeah, so Perel, I think he's one of the more underrated artists. He can really crush it when he's on his game. Really, really crush it. Yeah, I hadn't seen this one either, but there's so many of these Venomized variants from that era that are just untouchable.
Mm-hmm. So this is his work here.
Yeah, I mean, he did that Black Widow on the top row, the third from the end. Like, that was just a beautiful book that he did a few. It doesn't really go for much, but it was just a beautiful cover. Um, he's super talented. I just think um, it doesn't really go for much, but I just thought it was really well done. A number of other stuff. I really like his work. He has a Miracle Man cover that's super hard to find, Super Ghost.
He has his art style varies.
Widely. I mean, he can really mix it up.
Mm-hmm. This is his RoboCop. Jeez. Damn. It's like okay, it looks like
Go to that Black Cat. So on that road there,
this one.
in the well, that's great. But he had
Uh
these styles. Go to the front of that, the first book in that row.
the
Um,
the
yeah, I mean,
first.
so I forget who he was doing these covers for, but they were really stunning.
You mean this one?
Yeah, they were really
Oh,
stunning in their own right.
okay. It feels like a mix of like I'm seeing a hint of Ashley Wood in this in his art style.
Yeah, it's just so he's pretty prolific. And in the book next to that one, Is an Iron Man
Oh,
cover.
this one. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I
Let
remember
me.
this.
Um,
I forget what book this is from.
it's like Invincible Iron Man. No, Iron Man, Agent of Shield, 10 or something like that.
Hmm.
Um, but I mean, it's just a fun. He's just really super talented artist.
Good stuff here. Okay, so
Oh, that one last one. Oh shit! Can you go back for one
yeah,
second?
yeah, 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 yeah.
Um,
Which one?
so all right, so the row, not there's the white triangle, the two dudes right above that. It was a Spider-Man Black Cat. Um, so
Do
so
I go scroll
no
up or
no
down?
stay where you are. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. So three from there's count from the top down three in that first book. First
Uh,
book in that row.
first book. This one?
Yeah. This is phenomenal. Um, Now the funny thing is this is a cover he did. This is like an exclusive.
Uh-huh.
It's really stunning. The funny thing of this is that he homaged Jeff DeCall on this on a s- on
After
a
the
s-
call. Yeah.
after a sketch that DeCall did. He never published it as a cover. It was a Nightcrawler, and I forget who else was on it. But yeah, he homaged this. But this if you don't have this book, it's really stunning to have this book in hand.
So this
He's
is a cover.
yeah, this is a cover.
Oh shoot. Oh wow. Wow. It's available.
Yeah, it doesn't go for really much. There's a virgin and a trade dress. Yeah,
Oh wow, damn.
yeah. But it's a really good looking book.
Nice.
Anyways, we got sidetracked there.
Okay, so I'm seeing his style now in this issue here
Yeah,
on this cover. All right. So 75 total on the census. So like 23 9/8, 3 signature series 9/8. Okay, so this week a raw copy sold for 350 and oddly enough a 9.8 about a couple weeks prior sold for 350, which was a buy
yeah.
it now. And a couple weeks before that, a raw copy sold for $52.
Oh God.
So prices are just
Yeah, but those
oh
are one of those auctions that are just falling through the crack. You know what I mean? You can't auction a book like this. You're asking to get screwed in this market right now because if someone's not looking for it, it's just not going to get the bids. Do I think Zampi will get no? And now Zampi's an AI artist, just because I
oh
don't.
jeez.
You know, he, she, I don't know who it is, developing their own style, but certainly not for a Marvel or a DC right now. But maybe some indie would pick something up. But I think AI art right now is looked at in a way that I think is nothing but negative for most people. So I don't think so. But a talented AI artist for sure. I just
Okay.
think AI is going to have to evolve the way we think about it because um, a lot of people who are saying artist of the year, I'm not going to drop a name. If you run his covers through an AI detector, it's saying 85% AI probability.
Mm.
Um, so
So this is AI.
yeah, but there are these artists who are training the AI in their own style. So like, at what point is it no longer like they're not using it to rip off other artists, they're basically developing their own style within this
Mm.
stuff. So the lines are going to get so blurred in the future. I think it's going to be messy. It's going to be messy.
Yeah. So basically gonna have to see like live streams of them actually doing the art
Yeah, I mean,
themselves.
in some of this digital art now, like some of the tools in this digital art, there's AI embedded in them, like in Photoshop and this stuff, where
Mm.
doing textures and things. So like I just don't know where the line gets blurred anymore. Unless it's either you're drawing it on paper and pen or any sort of digital. Like, are you going to start raising questions? I don't know. Like, I don't know how you draw the line anymore. So we'll see. But no, I don't think Zampi's going to get a cover anytime soon. But who the hell knows? I love the samurai stuff that she does. Like right next to the middle row, right next to Storm's hair. There's a drawing that's really cool. So it's in that, right
here?
where the sort of the.
Is it this one?
No.
Or how many?
So go drop down to the next row, the last one.
Oh shoot! How did I miss this? Holy crap!
Yeah, he does a lot of stuff like of this vibe.
It's like I can see where like it looks a little AI-ish.
Yeah.
You can see where the fingers are and all that.
Yeah, I mean that's where AI has its biggest issues, but
it's like you can come up with the composition and then
go clean it up on your own.
Yeah.
I don't know where the hell it goes, man. Like I just know it's gonna get messy. Is my guess.
It looks too slick.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I need like, give me some flaws. It's okay. It doesn't have to be it doesn't have to look like it doesn't have to look perfect. Just let me know that an actual hand drew this.
Yeah.
Yep. All right, what's next? Power Girl number 6. From 2009 is the 1 in 10 Gillum March variant. This is one of my favorite covers. Love this cover to death. So take a look at the census on this. So 68 total. That doesn't seem. Does this seem like a lot of 9/8s to you?
No, I mean 27. That's for a modern. That's low.
Yeah, I don't think I have a 9/8. I know I just have raws. So, nah, man, that's all good. We love talking comics. Shit, it's all good. All right, so a CGC 9.8 sold for $500.
Not bad, man. Not bad.
Mm-hmm.
My favorite March cover is the Poison Ivy Superboy number 2, where they just got done hooking up and she's walking off with his T-shirt. Like that's my favorite. That 1 in 10. That's my favorite Gilliam March.
I saw that. Okay, when I first saw that cover, immediately fell in love with it, and for some, like it got hot for a hot minute.
Yeah,
and then it just like cooled off for whatever reason.
It's still not that plentiful. Like I mean, you might find 1 or 2 of them out there at any given time.
Yeah,
but it's not like a super plentiful book.
Let me look this thing up. Let me see if there are any available. Okay, so there's one that sold for like $20.
That's a steal. I would have bought it. I would have bought it for $20.
Let's see if there are any available.
Oh, okay, wow. So usually don't see it. Yeah.
All right, so 25, 74, 29. So I mean, yeah, there's still some around. So I'd like to see. I'd have to look up the Comicron numbers on this book.
We did the work on it years ago I think when we were back on Flipside. But,
yeah.
I think there was a time this wasn't on eBay. Like you couldn't find it. So
I think, God, man, wasn't Poison Ivy like supposed to do something like in the DCEU or whatever?
Yeah, I think they were going to bring her in, and then they didn't.
Yeah. Well, but at any rate, I think this book, like, if something happens, like movie-wise, I would expect this book to dry up again. You know?
Yeah, it's a cool book to have.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, definitely one of my favorites. Just Gilliam March, like, damn near any Gilliam March variant or any like his run on Gotham City Sirens is like
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
classic
Yep.
shit. All right, what's next?
Oh,
Teenage Murder Bait #1. So this is the limited to 500 variant. Now I remember seeing this on Hip Comic like a few years ago because I had found that the regular cover for that. And so I went into a deep dive and I saw this up for like I think like $125 or something like that. And I was like teetering on it. You know what I mean? Cuz it was in my cart. It was in my cart for like a month.
yeah.
And then it just got bought up.
I've got a 9.4 of this. Or maybe it's a 9.6. I
Mhm.
don't know. It's not a 9.8. But I love Mike Hoffman. I think Mike Hoffman's a fantastic artist, inspired by Frazetta. But yeah, this is a tough book to find. I'm curious to see what this thing sold for.
Okay. Let's take a look at the census. Was it 11 total on the census? 5 9 8s, a couple of 9 6s, and so we had a 9.6 that sold for $300.
All right.
That's impressive to me
Yeah.
for
Yeah,
a
it's not bad. I
9.6.
mean, this book is pretty obscure. I mean, they're the people who know, but it's this is not a book that's on everybody's radar.
Mm-hmm. Not yet. This was on cover. This was covered on Long Story Short. Yeah, absolutely.
Yep. 100%. Way back early on, it was probably in the first 10 episodes,
Mm-hmm.
I guess. Maybe first 5. This book too.
Oh god, this is a book I've been after for a long time, and
Dude, this book's heartbreaking. I can never find. I mean, Daredevil's my favorite character. I want this fucking book, but
mm-hmm.
I never find it.
All right, so this is Daredevil, End of Days #3. So this is a 1 in 25 David Mack variant. So this is from 2013. So this is that kind of like that kind of sweet spot in Marvel variants. So 64 total on the census, 45 9/8, including the signature series. And so we had a 9.8 that sold for $400.
God damn. See, I want to pay $50 for this book, $40 for this book, not
Exactly.
not 400, but
Mm. I'm still thinking like I'll find it in like like a long box somewhere. But it feels like those days are over. But
I just like just like in a variant box, just flipping through just hasn't happened yet, but one day.
a very friendly like store owner. Oh wow, look at that cover there. Oh, here, $25. You know, that's what I'm hoping for. I've been after this thing for so long, for so long. All right, what's next? Gen 13 bootleg #18. This is I don't know, man. This is like a classic. This is a classic cover anymore. This is a Bruce Timm variant. I love this book. I've been able to find, I think I found like 2 copies of this in like the dollar bins, but it took a while to find though, you know.
Yeah, I've got a couple of these that I've got for reasonable prices.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So 23 total. That's really low for a
Feels low.
modern.
Yeah.
Yeah, with only 7 9/8.
Because this was just a cover B, wasn't it? There was
Mm-hmm.
no
Yeah, it's a
ratio.
cover B. Yeah, no
Yeah.
ratio. So I don't know. This feels I don't know. It's like people are just holding on to them, or they're just happy to have the book. They don't really care to have it graded.
Yeah, I mean that might be just it,
Hmm. Okay. So we had a raw copy that sold for 100, and we had a CGC 9.6 that sold for 250.
Damn. All right.
I don't know, man. Are you paying 250 for a 9.6 on this?
I wouldn't. I'd sell one for 250. But no, I mean, listen, and that's I love the book, but it's also not a book that I personally would need slabbed. I mean,
Oh, I understand.
they take up a lot of freaking space, those slabs, man. Like,
Just happy to have the book. That's all.
yeah.
I'm just happy to have the issue. That's all. All right, what's next? Oh, Albedo. This book. I don't know why I'm dilute. My toxic trait is thinking I'll find this in the dollar bin somewhere.
Dude, that's the power of positive thinking, man. But
Okay, so Albedo 2 from 1984, first Usagi Yojimbo, of course, of course. What's the story on this to where it can't be reprinted?
I don't know, but didn't they just reprint like a foil one of these not long ago or something? I want to say there was a foil one of these during
Hmm.
like 2021 or something that
Okay.
got really hot. Or
Yeah,
Virgin or something. Something had come out of this thing, but
yeah. I'm not quite sure because I was thinking maybe it was like a reprint of Usagi #1.
uh,
I don't want to speak out of turn. But yeah, this book is like hella expensive. It's damn near up there with Ninja Turtles #1. I actually saw first print Ninja Turtles #1 at a convention a couple weeks ago, and I think they wanted like $5,000 for it.
hmm. What grade do you think it was in?
Uh, shoot, man. You know what? I take that back. They wanted 15,000. Never mind.
Hmm.
It was like a 5.0, but it came, but it had, but it came with the original envelope that it was mailed in,
Hmm.
so that it made it a little special. But I would, it's probably only a matter of time before they go get it graded, though. Um, okay, so 330 total on the census, with 18 9/8, 5 signature series 9/8. Oh, okay. So Mike was at the show too. They wanted 20K. Okay, never mind. Never mind.
The price keeps climbing on this book. Do I hear 25K? Do I hear 25K?
Yeah, that's right. Cause I know they wanted something in like the high double digits when it came to Turtles #1. All right, yeah, man. Damn. There's one on my comic shop, a 9.2 for 20,000. Yeah, for the either Albedo. Um, yeah. You know what? I'd be happy like finding somebody's old backstock and having it priced at like 500. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I'd be happy to pay that shit. All right. So we had a raw copy that sold for $39.95.
damn. You know my introduction to Usagi Yojimbo was?
Hmm.
You remember the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle toys?
Yeah.
And then they had Usagi Yojimbo. That was like my intro to the character. I
Hmm.
remember just thinking that was so cool.
Hell yeah. Yeah, it was freaking a samurai rabbit along
Yeah.
with Ninja Turtles. I'm like, sign me up. Uh, because it came in the mail before. Oh, okay. All right, all right, all right. So the story was the envelope. Yeah. So because it came in the mail before it hit shops, reason why the envelope. Wow. So that's a really early copy of Ninja Turtles #1 that they had. Okay. If anybody wants to look up Toys Time Forgot, if anybody's interested in Canal Fulton, uh, that they have that book. So if anybody wants to look them up. All right. 10,000 Plums looks good. All right, what's next? Voltron #1. So this is the $1 newsstand Canadian price variant. Um, mm, okay. I'm wondering why I put this up. I want to get to the main part. Okay, so 59 total on the census. 898s on this. Oh, okay. A 9.8 sold for $803.
Nice. Is that census that you have? Is that for specifically the Canadian?
Yep, yep. It
Okay.
says yep.
Well,
Nice.
yeah, it's a good sale.
Mm-hmm. Any idea? There hasn't been an Usagi appearance in any of the Turtles movies. He's been in the cartoons, I believe.
I mean, the rights on that character. I mean, it got to be a rights issue. I would imagine. Who owns
Mm-hmm.
them?
I'd look forward to like seeing Usagi on the big screen.
It'd
You
be
know what I mean?
badass, man. Yeah.
Oh my god! I wonder why. Like, it would be awesome. Okay? Has Usagi ever been in any of the Turtles video games?
I would have to say yes, but I stopped playing them after the first one on the Nintendo.
Hmm. Like that would be hard. I like whatever latest Ninja Turtles game. Like, get an update, put Usagi in it. Charge 59. Charge the price of the game for that DLC. All right, so that sold for 800. And oh yeah. Okay, so it seems like somebody got the Bridezilla Mark Spears graded. It seems like that's the only one.
Okay, the Keen Spot one, not the Kickstarter.
Right. And this sold for 500.
Wow. So I forget what they were saying. The print run on these were they weren't high
Mm-hmm.
for this issue. I forget what the hell he was saying, but yeah, I mean, this is the one that put him on the map. This book will have staying power. Now, I don't know. This is first to market. It's got a dip, you would think.
Mm-hmm.
But this book is not going anywhere. This book is going to be one of those books that are pretty relevant longer term, I think.
I'm wondering why the price isn't shown here, but it did sell for $500.
Yeah, it's respectable for sure.
Mm-hmm. So very nice. Good to see.
Yeah, that's one of the books of the year.
Oh yeah, for sure. So just wanted to talk about it only because it just seems like this is like I'm not seeing any other graded copies of this. It was just this
I mean,
one that sold.
CGC is so backed up, so I mean, you've got to be, whatever, the expedited processing. So
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I thought Spears might be using AI when I saw the original art for the sale. It's like he has like a lot of covers.
he's been busy, man. He's been busy. I'm glad I
Mhm.
got that one Kickstarter for that
Oh
Witch
my
one.
gosh. Oh. Yeah, you got a gem.
Um,
90% of them will all be graded. Yeah. Hmm. Let's see. I bought my copy for $40 thinking I overpaid. Right. Wait till the convention releases.
he's not going to do that though. Spears came out and said he's not reprinting this one. He's not
Okay.
going to do it with a different color. He's kind of plugged into what the comic community wants. So he I think he wants to keep these things collectible. So
Mm-hmm. All right. Sounds good. All right. What are we doing next? Something is Killing the Children, number 3. The second print variant from
this is a
2020.
this is a pandemic book for sure, man.
So did this one get kind of lost in the sauce?
This thing got hot for a long time, man. We were talking about some of the hotter books from this run, back in the old Flipside days, and this one was always right up there. really hard to get hands on this thing.
I remember finding a copy in 2020, late 2020, for I want to say cover price.
Damn.
Yeah, it was a weird time, man, when it came to this book. Like, I was so late to the party. Like, someone had mentioned something is killing the children, and I'm just like, what are you talking about? Like, this was when everything kind of opened back up. Conventions were kind of, starting back, and they had mentioned it. I was just like, it just kind of went over my head. And then I caught on real quick, and
Yeah, I mean, you could find these on. I mean, I'm not saying this book, but like some of the later printings, some of the variants, like just on the rack. I mean, I pulled a bunch of them back in the day. Books that sold for 150, 200 bucks.
Oh man. All right, I got to see what Lord Tatman sent me. Okay, so 219 on the census, 136 9/8, 37 37 signature series. And let's see. Okay, so a 9/8 sold for $635 November 19th, and on the 18th a raw copy sold for $300.
No joke. Yeah. Wow.
Jeez. Oh wow. Wow. Okay, let's see. So this original art, I don't know if can you see the price?
What is it? 700?
700. Yeah.
Oh,
Huh.
wow.
Oh, it looks like you can buy it. Add to cart. Oh shoot. Let me get out of here. Let me get out of here. All right. Okay, so I know this book, what the hell were 9/8s going for at the height? Like around 2020, 2021. Like a grand?
For this thing,
Yeah.
probably. I've got like I don't have a grant. I have like 800 in my head. 800 bucks, something like that.
I mean, it's still respectable.
Mike says 1600 on this. Wow, I must have blacked out on that one, man, because that's nuts. But I know this one was super tough.
Yeah, it was. I know. Like the copy I have. I don't think it's a 9/8. I think it's probably like I know it's kind of like some ticks along that spine. So, but still, a raw copy selling for 300 still. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
I think I'm not mad at that price at all. All right. What's next? That's it.
All right. We get some sleep, and we'll do this again next week. There's no long story short this week. I'm not going to compete with Thanksgiving.
You sure about that?
Yeah.
You sure? You don't want to compete with Thanksgiving and football?
Everybody's going to be tryptophaned out by that point anyway. So there'll be no long story short this week. But Sunday will be coming back around quicker than ever. So we'll be right back here in 7 days.
All right. I thank you guys for watching. You could be anywhere in the world, but you're here with us. Lord Tatman's Comics, thank you for the super chat. Heroes Reborn Comics, thank you for the super chat. And yeah, man, we are I'm gonna finish watching foosball, and then I'm gonna get some sleep. And Ben,
I'm going to bed.
All right, brother. We will see you guys later. Good night.